Hey, what is up guys? DRC3 here, back with another My Hero Ultra Impact video, and today we have some massive news. So following the global 1 year anniversary, I was not sure what they were going to do for a character to make that character hype, to make the events hype and stuff like that, because obviously fantasy characters are always so broken, people go all in. So how are they going to entice us to summon? Well, they have come out with a very hype character in my opinion, and I'll talk more about that here later in the video, so make sure you stick around. But along with that character, they are introducing a new case file, case number 2, alternative dimension case. So that sounds sick. I can't wait to go through the story and see what it's about. And then additionally, this is really important, you are going to be able to get DX pieces for your Yukata Kirishima, who is actually really good for VE Tower, so that's really good. And then you're also going to be able to get this Momo Yairozu for the first time if you are a global player. This was a JP exclusive character, now it is a global character. So if you were hoping for Night Eye, sorry, you're gonna have to wait a little bit. Night Eye will probably be in the 3rd case file, which makes sense because he is like the most anticipated, waited for SR character on global. But this is still pretty hype. We're finally getting this Yairozu, who was a JP exclusive, so I think that is really awesome. And then of course you get the Mirko base thing. Bases don't really matter all that much as of right now, but this is probably the coolest outfit so far for the bases. Like, other than this, what do you have? Like Deku shirt and Bakugo shirt, which are kind of like meh, so this is actually pretty cool as well. So new case files coming to the game. I am super excited. Let me know how you feel about the case files down in the comments. Are you excited about this character, or do you wish it was Night Eye instead? I totally understand if you do. But next, besides that, we are getting a new double S difficulty of the Power Stage VE Tower. I am super excited for this as well. I always enjoy VE Tower. I probably enjoy VE Tower personally more than I enjoy Ultra Arena. I think Ultra Arena really needs like a rework kind of terribly. So VE Tower is always a lot of fun. That VE Tower will be starting on the 26th of February, so be ready for that. That is here coming up in a few days, and that is JP time, of course, so it might be a little bit different depending on your time globally and where you are, but that is going to be exciting. Besides the new VE Tower, we are also getting new character stories. I don't know who they're going to be for. I'm excited to find out. If you haven't watched the previous character story video and you just get bored reading the character stories yourself, I read them with you guys, so go check out that video. And then additionally, we are getting this new event, which is called Championship Racing Game, and this actually looks like it's going to be cool. Hopefully it's a good story. It should be enjoyable. Imagine we actually got to race in Ultra Impact. That'd be so weird, a My Hero racing game. But anyways, you will be able to get this blue SR Kaminari, who will take a look at his kit here in a second. You'll be able to get his orbs and all the normal stuff that comes with the Hero Lottery, and you can see all the different Hero Lottery stuff. And I am on the My Hero Ultra Impact database. You guys can see all this stuff on there too if you guys wanted to go look at it. But you know, you got the UR fragments, all that good stuff, the memories and stuff like that. So the new event, Championship Racing Game, looks very cool. And so let's take a look at this character and the new SR memory coming out as free-to-play event characters and memories. The new Focus Thunder Denki Kaminari. His plus ultra move is called Target Electro. It deals 500% damage to a single opponent. Medium chance, 40% of paralyzing the opponent for 2 turns. Also shortens his action skill cooldown time by 1. That's pretty good until I see this right here. I don't know what this is. We'll have to see. Deals 600% damage to a single opponent. When character's power is increased, the skill gains piercing shot and increases skill impact by 30%. And it has a cooldown time of 11. Wow, so we can reduce that by 1 so far. So it's a cooldown time of 10. That is still insane. Increases character's plus ultra gauge by 35% for his second action skill. Also shortens character's action skill cooldown time by 2 when used in a successfully executed skill chain. Okay, so that's fine. That is a technical hit, so far we can shorten it by 3. And then his first auto skill increases character's action skill impact by 10% when used in a successfully executed skill chain up to 5 times. So that is good as well. That makes both of them technical hits. That makes this a double technical hit right here, which is really good. And then the last auto skill, let's just get this done, increases character's power by 20% when HP is 50% or higher. Once per battle, shortens character's action skill cooldown time by 5 when HP is below 50%. Okay, so this character is almost I don't want to say never going to get used, but he is a difficult to use character just because he has such large cooldowns, right? We can cool it down by 3 turns, which is okay. I mean, okay, I would have to actually do the math here because we cool this down by 2 turns, right? And so when we do that, then we do a plus ultra, that's 3 turns. So 11, 10, 9, we're down to 8. We take 2 more turns, he's down to 6, and then we shorten it by 2 more. So it's actually a 4 to 6 turn cooldown by the end. I don't know, somebody who's better at math figure that out. So it's actually not terrible. It's not as bad as it looks, right? He could be used decently, and then if you don't level him up too much on his ability board, he could easily drop below 50% health. I feel like he's still going to be a situational character, but a somewhat decent free-to-play VE tower character, PvE character. We'll have to see when he comes out in game and just do a little bit of testing, so you can expect a showcase on him when he comes out in the game, of course. So this is probably one of the more interesting ones they've come out with in a while. The new free-to-play SR memory is called A Workplace Full of Laughter. It increases characters' action skill impact by 30% when equipped by a male character. Also increases characters' skill impact by 40% for 3 turns, every 3 turns, up to 2 times. That's okay if you're trying to hit hard, I guess, but this still isn't going to have a lot of use in game. Typically, SR memories are mainly good for PvE because in PvP, UR memories are just going to outshine them with their percentages. Like, UR percentages are just so much higher than SR percentages, right? So SR memories are good for crit and stuff like that. Since there's no crit or technical hit on this memory or action skill cooldown time or anything really super useful here, it's okay. Art team, still killing it. Effect, yeah, this one's probably passable, but you know, it's an event memory, so get it for free, max it out. It is an event memory, right? So yeah, can't complain too much. It's free to play. Alongside the new events, we are getting the championship racing game recruit featuring the character I was talking about earlier. I am so actually hyped for this character. Ciro is finally in the game, guys. He is finally coming to Ultra Impact. So I already know some people are going to be upset. Some people are going to be like, I wanted Lady Nagant, or I wanted the Vigilante Deku to come to the game, right? But think about other games. Think about like Dokkan, think about Dragon Ball Legends, think about any other big gacha game out there, and think about how long it takes them to actually bring those really hype units into the game. Of course, they're not going to bring them in immediately because they already have a roadmap for the characters they're developing and when they're going to release them. They can't just suddenly develop a new character just because the anime is going on right now, right? They have to follow their roadmap, and so it makes sense that we don't have those characters yet, but hopefully that means in the future when we do get those characters, they are going to be just that much more epic, because you know, we don't have anything equivalent to like a Dokkan LR in this game yet, and I'm betting we will get it maybe for the JP 2-year anniversary. Not guaranteeing anything, right? We thought that during the JP 1-year anniversary, didn't happen, but people are expecting eventually to get some sort of new rarity, hopefully in the game. And so I think they're going to save those really hype units like Vigilante Deku and Lady Nagant and stuff like that, maybe for that. They might make general pool units too, but they're going to take their time with them, make sure they're nice, because they don't want to kill the hype behind the characters by making a bad character, right? So Ciro, though, is looking actually phenomenal. I've taken a look at his kit and he is looking so good. And then alongside him on this banner, we are getting a new SR Kirishima. I don't know why it's Kirishima. That is not the greatest thing, considering we just got a new UR Fantasy Kirishima, so like, but whatever, Kirishima's Kirishima. We'll take it, I guess. And then we are getting this new UR memory, and then this new SR memory. Of course, we'll be taking a look at all of these and seeing what they do. And then later on in a separate video, I'll give you guys my actual opinion, break down their kits, and do a pass or pull video of what I think of these characters. And then all of these characters here, they're on the website. You guys can go check it out yourself, and the memories are going to be featured on the banner, of course. Starting with the SR character, the new Firm Will Kirishima. His plus ultra move is called Ardent Frenzy, deals 500% damage to a single opponent, also increases skill impact by 30% if character's defense is higher than opponents. Okay, that's decent, especially since we're looking at using SR characters in PvE. Him increasing his skill impact is not a bad thing. His first action skill is called Unbreakable Claw. It deals 300% damage to a single opponent, increases skill impact by 25% when character's max HP is increased, also increases character's defense by 25% for 3 turns. Okay, that's cool. He's a tank, but we don't really need tanks for SR characters. And then his second action skill, Red Counter, gives character ability to counter for 3 turns after receiving a normal attack, increases character's max HP by 20% for 3 turns, increases character's power by 30% for 3 turns, also gives character a barrier that nullifies 2 hits. Okay, very much a tank. And then his first auto skill, Unwavering Courage, gives character the ability to cover allies when using barrier. Once per battle, increases character's max HP by 30% when HP is below 30%. And then his second auto skill, Hardening to the Max, increases defense of all int type allies by 20%. Also gives character a barrier that nullifies 2 hits every 3 turns up to 3 times. Wow, a full actual tank SR. This might actually be a decent SR tank, and I think they feel comfortable releasing this type of SR tank now that they have put literally the best UR Kirishima tank into the game. Like, this guy won't even compare, but like, he'll be a pretty decent SR tank. If you're new to the game, this might be a good character for you to get if you're in the early ranks of PvP. It's actually not a bad SR tank overall. Now for the big moment, the moment I am excited for. There's just so much to break down with this kit, guys, so this is actually insane. Ciro has the plus ultra move called Taping Combo. It deals 650% damage to a single opponent. This skill lands a bullseye if the opponent's speed is decreased, decreases the opponent's power by 30% for 3 turns, decreases the opponent's speed by 30% for 3 turns, and medium chance of binding the opponent for 2 turns. That is insane, like actually ridiculous. So what I'm going to tell you already, just looking at the plus ultra, he is going to be an Ida counter. He is going to be the hardest Ida counter you have ever seen. I think the developers have realized it is time Ida got knocked off his pedestal a little bit. And so what this means is I think Kirishima is going to become the fantasy Kirishima is going to become even better now that Ida has like a direct counter. As we go through the rest of his kit, you'll see what I mean. Just think of Ida and countering him as we go through this. First action skill, Barricade Tape. High chance, 70% of binding all opponents for 1 turn. Decreases speed of all opponents by 30% for 3 turns. Also gives character a barrier that nullifies 1 hit with a cooldown time of 5. That is not bad at all. That is actually insane. High chance, 70% of binding. Hello? Oh my goodness. And then decreasing the speed of all opponents by 30%. He is automatically going to be in the meta for the speed PvP teams. Like, he is ridiculous. Okay, second action skill, Binding Kick, deals 375% damage to a single opponent. This skill lands a bullseye if the opponent's speed is decreased, decreases the opponent's power by 25% for 3 turns, decreases the opponent's critical hit rate by 35% for 3 turns as well. Also cancels all of the opponent's temporary speed up effects. Hello? Okay, that's just insane. Cooldown time of 4. I'm not going to go too much into detail with this video, but like in the later video, oh man, I'm going to break this down. This is so insane. His first auto skill is called Simple But Great. Decreases speed of all opponents by 15% for 3 turns when a wave starts. Hello, guys, hear me out. This is a hype character. This is such a hype character. Also increases character skill impact by 20% when speed is not decreased. His second auto skill is called Outstanding Aerodynamics. Increases character speed by 10% for 2 turns. Every turn. I'm gonna say that one more time. Every turn. Increases characters' defense by 20% when their speed is not decreased. Lowers chance of all ally UA high class 1A characters becoming bound. He is nuts. This is a general pool character. What is going on? What were the developers thinking? Actually insane. Let's take a look at his arts real quick. This is Ciro's Unawakened art. Honestly, I like it. It's very nice. You can see it in the bottom left corner of my screen here. Yeah, they've done a good job. And this is Ciro's Awakened art. I can't wait to see this on my home screen with like the moving tape and stuff like that in the background. Picture this on your home screen. It is actually going to look so good. I am so excited. And then alongside, of course, Kirishima and Ciro, we are getting a new SR memory and a new UR memory. And the new SR memory is called Remember My Principles, featuring Hawks holding his Endeavor doll. Look at the art. The art team is killing it on these memories. That art is amazing for an SR memory. Anyways, the skill, Remember My Principles, increases character skill impact by 25% when equipped by a hero. Also increases speed by 35% if Endeavor is on the team. That is actually a pretty large speed boost for a character from an SR memory. And Purple Endeavor is actually fairly decent in PvP, so this memory might have some uses in PvP. Of course, most people, if you've been playing for a while, are going to have better memories than this, but still the art is sick. Last but not least, we have the We're the Same memory, featuring a moment from season 6 where Toga and Ochako meet up, and it increases characters' max HP by 15% for 3 turns when battle starts, increases characters' defense by 30% if there are any heroes on the team, also increases characters' critical hit rate by 40% if there are any villains on the team. This is going to be a fairly decent memory for your new Fantasy Kirishima if you have him, because this is a decent tank memory, especially if you don't have other tank memories. There aren't a ton of tank UR memories in the game yet, so this is actually a memory worth pulling just because there aren't very many of them, and it seems like they're starting to shift into making more tanks for PvP, so this is a memory worth pulling. I see it having value in the future. Anyways, guys, that is all the new stuff coming to My Hero Ultra Impact as of right now. By the way, they did mention a new feature in their producer letter, and we haven't seen any news on the new feature yet. It would actually require like an in-app update going into the Google Play Store or whatever you use, right? And doing an update on the game. So we might see here within the next 2 weeks or so an update that brings a new feature to the game. So I'm really hoping for that. I'm excited for that. Let me know in the comments what you guys think that might be. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please go down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and thank you guys for watching. Peace.